Well, hello and welcome to Tarot Living with Minnassa. I am Minnassa, the Diva of Divination. So, is this Tarot Tuesday on Wednesday? No. Is it Tarot Tuesday? No. So, this is like a coaching strategy session today. I am so excited about it, and I'm excited. So, I'm using this deck today, Dreams of Gaia, and I'll explain a little bit more of what this reading is for today, but I am excited about it. Now, I am going to say that we're having the heck of a storm right now. And it's not raining this very second, but we've got a tornado warning, and where my beautiful wife and I work, they actually had a tornado. So we actually got out of there for me to have an appointment today, and I'm like, universe, I see how you work. So we got to come home, where I'm not sure many of the other people who work with us did. So it's thundering and lightning and raining and hailing. So if you're hearing all that, we are A-OK and safe, and if we get cut off, I'll just come back on when we are good to go. And so, like I said, I am Minnassa, the Diva of Divination, and I welcome you to my weekly reading. Now, I'm going to be more bold about talking about my business services, and you'll see in the reading that's part of what is coming up. So I do tarot readings. Schedule your spiritual leaving tarot reading today, and I have modified that. I wanted to do a week ahead reading or a month ahead reading. I wanted people, my clients, to really be focusing on their energy, walking in an empowered state. And then I took a coaching session and said that your product is for your clients, not for what you want them to do. And so I am in the process. I've already changed it, and I just update my website that you can have a 45-minute tarot reading or a 1-hour tarot reading. And I always use the tarot card. Use the tarot cards, and then I have oracle cards and my lenormand cards as well. But I am a divination professional, so I use all those tarot decks. I am a Reiki master, and I also offer 15-minute and 30-minute Reiki healing energy sessions, and then I am a pastor, and so that shows through in everything that I do. I'm a spiritual leader, I'm a guider, I'm an empower, I'm an equipper. And that's why on Sundays I have Pastor Minnassa's Sacred Space, a place where you can come and be have healing energy sent to you, renew, reset, and recharge for the week ahead. So tarot readings, Reiki, healing energy, and then my pastoral ministry on Sundays, and then the first and third Saturday I have my tarot talk. And so this Saturday we'll have tarot talk. The first Saturday is me, and I go over a deck and then do mini readings, and then the third Saturday is a guest. And so here we go. Welcome again. I'm getting all these little alerts about the weather. And so what I want to do today is yes, I'm on holiday. So next week, my wife and I are traveling with some friends, and I will be on holiday. So there'll be no Tarot Tuesday on Wednesday, none of those things until the following week. So starting next Sunday through next Saturday, I am on holiday. But I want you to think about something. So moving forward, what kind of readings would you like me to add to this channel? What would you like to see? Like I stopped doing new moon, full moon, because there's a lot of people that already do that. But you know what? They don't do it with the Diva of Divination flair. So maybe I should bring them back. Maybe you'd like me to do like a reading for the sign of that month. Maybe you want me to do a reading using different decks. Asking questions about the month. So let me know. You can email me at Minnassa@Minnassa.com. You can hit me up on Instagram, on my Facebook page. Let me know. What would you like me to add to this page? What kind of readings would you like to see during the week? What topics would you like me to talk about on my Tarot Talk show? And so I'm asking for your input. I'm open and inviting your input, which is very hard for me because I'm a Virgo and I like to control everything. And because I think and analyze, and I'm a professor, so I want to, do things in a very sort of organized way. But I am open, ready, and available to the new things that Spirit wants to do in, as, and through me. And if you notice, I've got some new pictures, thanks to my beautiful daughter, and thanks to BA, who gave me such a gorgeous haircut. I put on some makeup and went outside, and we took some pictures. And so that's what you're also seeing. So I'm going to be on holiday. Let me know what you would like in a reading and what I do on this page, you're very much welcome. So now today is a coaching strategy. Oh, I'm missing an image. Oh, dang it. Well, we're going to have to go with what we got here. So this is a Q1, quarter one energy report. So we're coming up on the first quarter of this astrological year. So there's 12 signs in the zodiac, and the first quarter is the first 3 signs. So that is fire sign, Aries, earth sign, Taurus, and air sign, Gemini. And so I'm wanting to know, what is the energy for this first quarter? How can we be in the flow? What is Spirit saying to us? Just as we prepare and step into the Gregorian year in January, but setting our intentions on doing vision boards and things that we want to create. This is a chance to modify those things, add or subtract, and increase your intentionality with living your life intentionally, spiritually connected, heart-centered, soul-connected, stepping and living in your divine power. And so what is the overall energy for this first quarter? And this is from my Dreams of Gaia deck, and it is the self, and I love it. And I want to just read this. So what I did is, for the overall energy, I chose a card from the Major Arcana. You say, well, this ain't no Major Arcana. Yes, this is the tarot deck because it has a Major Arcana and 4 suits, but it doesn't follow the traditional Rider-Waite imagery. It has some in there, and it does have air, water, fire, and earth as the elements, but there is a lot of creativity to this deck, a lot of overarching spirituality, and that's what I'm using today. So what is the overall energy for this coming quarter? And it's card 14, self. So let me give you some of the keywords. I am, identity, self-realization, self-manifestation, center, spelled in the English way with the C-E-N-T-R-E, peace, and acceptance. And so this quarter coming up is about stepping into your authentic self. But who is that? Not who you and I have been conditioned to be. You know, I didn't want to say anything about it, but you know, watching Will Smith just slap Chris Rock. You know, these are 2 black men who've spent their careers making people know and think that they're safe, that you're okay to be around them. I'm not going to offend you. I'm not going to hurt you. I'm not going to harm you. You know, and Will Smith just threw all that out the window. And I'm not saying what he did was right, but I'm like, yes, it's time to throw off those shackles, time to throw off those limitations. Black women can't get angry, and you have to wear your hair this way. And white women, you gotta, I don't know what they tell you, you gotta be perfect, you gotta be thin and blonde, you got to have that gap in your thighs, you know, and you know, all that thing, you know, white men, you got to be in control of everything and never cry, and black men, you can never show your emotions, and you know, all that BS. This quarter is about stepping into the identity of who you are. It begins with unlearning the things that are not true about you, and then really taking the time to say, who am I? What am I about? What do I like? What do I dislike? Like, one of the things I know about me for sure that is not going to happen in this coming quarter and not going to happen ever is I don't like liver and onions, and I'm not eating that. I have friends that say, oh, if you eat my friends, I can say whatever. I ain't trying to eat somebody else's liver and onions, right? So I know that about Minnassa. I ain't eating no liver and onions, okay? So what are the things, you know, like Oprah says, what I know for sure? What do you know for sure that you know? That I know is true for me, for my identity. Yes, I love to talk, and my mind goes about 40 miles per hour. My poor wife, I'll be like, la, 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 and then I'll jump to something else, right? Well, she's learned to stay with me, or sometimes she'll say, hold up, where you at, B? And then I got to back and come, right? But I know the things about myself. I love hard, and I'm a fierce defender of the people that I love. I love my house. And I love to travel, which are kind of 2 things that are in juxtaposition. But I love to be in my house. But I love to drag my wife around every weekend if I could, but she won't let me. So that's a whole different story. But again, who are you? What do you want? How do you want to be in this world based on who you are? what matters to you, what is important to you. That is the overall energy of this first quarter, these first 3 signs of this astrological year. And so let's see, what is the energy for the fire, right? And it's not just during Aries season act this way, and then Taurus season act this way, and then Gemini season act this way. But this is bringing in each one of these energies, being aware, how can I, one, be my full self and use this energy, use this flow to do that. And so for the fire energy, it's the Ace of Fire. And all the ace cards on this deck have dragons. And so I love that. So I want to, again, let me find it. Here we go. The Ace, here's Ace of Earth. I got the Earth. Air. Oh, here we go. Ace of Fire. I want to give you the key words. So this, and you know, aces are always about new beginnings. So new beginnings, initiative, action, conception, invention, creation, and creativity. And then to make sure that you're not procrastinating, that this quarter is about taking action, that hopefully you spent the last quarter of the astrological year, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. Capricorn, getting your plan, thinking, figuring it out, getting that spreadsheet, like I said. Then Aquarius, expanding it, thinking out of the box with those ideas. And then Pisces, dropping deep in and connecting. So you've got your plan. You've expanded it, you've created it, you evolved it, and then you took it deep within to connect with spirit. Well, now in this energy of the quarter, it's time to do. Not time to be getting to making more spreadsheets and more to-do lists. It's time to act. It's the time for new beginnings. But again, acting from who you are, from who you want to be, from how you want to be, from what you want to create, and what you're wanting to draw to yourself into this world. It's about creating that fire energy, that passion, but doing what you really want. Doing what lights your fire, right? That's what this is about. That this quarter is about getting stuff done. And we get that boost from this Aries energy. Our next card, which represents the lovely Taurus and my fellow or fella sister Earth sign. I guess if I didn't have the book upside down, that might be better. So here are some words from the Ace of Earth. Again, new beginnings, goals, motivation, desires, preparations, opportunity, education, security, potential reward, and potential consequences. So, you know, if you do something, you're active, you get a reward. If you don't do anything, that you get the consequences of that. Not doing something is an action. It's doing something. And so this is an opportunity that as you are acting, to do it from a practical way, to do it from being grounded. You know, one of the things about people getting triggered is that when they react from that, they're not grounded. They're all up in their feelings. They're all up in that Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces world, right? Or they're all up in their mind. They're in that Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, right? But we need you to bring it on down to the Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus world, right? Get grounded. Do what you want to do. Be who you want to be, but from a place of reality. Now, all reality sucks. Well, that's on you, and you can change it at any time. Minnassa, that wasn't very nice. Well, oh well. Right? I'm saying the truth is we are the creators of our life, and you can either moan and groan and complain about it and put it on magical man in the sky or magical white man that's going to come and save you or whatever. Or you can say, I am the magical person, and I'm here not only to save myself, but to create my best life. And I do that, one, with the overall theme, focusing on myself. That's selfish. You know what? Bye, girl. Thinking about yourself is self-full. Be full of yourself. Don't be so conceited. See, all those words they have used to drive us away from the beauty of who we are, to make us fearful of doing what makes us happy. And so now Spirit is calling us back to ourselves, back to our true selves, back to our divine selves embodied in this gorgeous human creature. And now is the time to do it. But do it from a grounded place. Not do it from being triggered or trying to please other people or doing what other people expect of you. That's what we're letting go of. in this last year cycle, and really acting, moving and grooving from a grounded place. Get your Capricorn energy plans that you made coming into the new year. Say, well, my resolutions, okay, just start them again. There's no failure unless you don't redo it. Get those plans and get ready to start them again under this Aries energy. And then the last card is the air energy, and it's the 9 of air. And I love this deck, just so much beauty. And so this one, here we go. Let me read you the keywords. So in tune. And I loved it. I listened. If you don't follow him, his YouTube name is Ripe Color. And him and a lady, and I listen to him and I don't know her name, they do a daily reading. And he does 5 tarot cards: body, mind, soul, spirit, body, mind, soul, spirit, and something else. And she has this layout that she calls the garden, and she throws crystals. And so she looks at the body, mind, spirit. It's called Ripe Color. And their theme today was free your mind. Just like Invoke said, free your mind and the rest will follow. So that's what we are that's the whole process. To become your true self, you got to free your mind from the junk of your childhood. I took a webinar with a lady who, Janet, and her last name is Kafadar. Sorry for mispronouncing it. But she focuses on women of color, because why we've been told, be quiet, don't be loud, don't get noticed, don't make waves, don't be an angry black woman, don't scare people, don't. And she says that for black women to be successful in the entrepreneurial world, we've got to undo all that. We've got to undo all that, release that, playing small, staying hidden. I was telling my wife that for me, one of the areas that I have to heal in is that I went to an all-white high school, a conservative Christian all-white high school. So I was many prejudice and bigoted aggression, sometimes outright bigotry, right? All based on their Christianity, right? They're God's chosen people, and so they get to look down on other people or make their judgments. And so I had, while everyone else was listening to 1580 K-Day, which was the black station there, no, I was listening to Kiss FM. I needed to make sure that I knew the pop songs and I could talk that talk with them. And I had to be safe, right? Because high school's already pretty dangerous. And so I have to heal from that I can be who I am. I stood up to a girl, I gave her a whole argument on Facebook, and then she told a friend of mine, she said, Villa, that's my government name, she didn't find out she was black till she got out of high school. Well, thank God my friend Mike Pearson, who I love and adore, ripped her a brand new asshole. It's like, how dare you talk about her like that? And you don't know what you... So then she got embarrassed and apologized. But he said she only apologized because she was embarrassed, not because she felt what she had said was wrong. So all that junk, the stuff you got to get out. Got to get it out. Right? It says you got to be perfect, and your whole family, you got to look like a Barbie, and you have to stay thin, and you have to marry someone who's rich, or, you got to save the world. Okay, it's time to release and let go. And this 9 of air is about self-awareness, universal consciousness, understanding, insight, vision, imagination, fantasy, and creativity. This is about taking it big. I am sitting here on my laptop. You may be watching this on your iPad or your tablet. You may be watching on your phone. Now, when I was in high school, in the 1800s, they had the computer room at my high school. And literally, it was like 2 or 3 rooms. And the computer things were from floor to ceiling. And even though I was again a strict Christian school and everything was basically sinful anyway, if you stepped foot into that room, you were expelled. Into the computer rooms, you were expelled, period. Right? Now, here's my computer. Right here. I can take my computer with me. This was someone's crazy idea. This was someone's fantasy about that. YouTube. That, the internet, right? Al Gore invented the internet, right? But that was someone's fantasy that the world could be connected electronically. Someone's fantasy about YouTube. Someone's fantasy about Canva, where people can be their own graphic designers. Someone's fantasy that I'm going to create a beautiful tarot deck and people are going to buy it. Right? Amazon, someone's fantasy. FedEx, someone's fantasy. And that is the world that we're being called to with this air energy. Think big, think crazy, think creative. We are creators. And that, yes, creative people are honored and then suspicious, right? Well, so the government does all these things, the powers, the energies, living here in the South, cannot tell you the oppressive, the delusional, and the illusional energy here that was used. And of course, it's a leftover from slavery. It's a leftover from Jim Crow. And people are so caught up in that, they can't get away from that. And so when you bring up an idea like critical race theory, which is not even a thing, just tell history accurately, people get triggered because the truth, no, people get punished for being truthful. People get punished for being creative. People get punished. And this is the call to let that BS go. Time to be yourself, your creative self, your magical self, your crazy self, your lazy self, your aggressive self, your assertive self. Being all those things based on it because it's what you want to do. Doing it from a place of being grounded and then bringing in this creative air energy. This quarter is about doing it from a place of a strong foundation. And then from that foundation, creating, and expanding. So I'm looking forward to this quarter. One of the things I'm going to be on here more. I don't know how, but I'm going to be on more. I'm going to be talking more about my business because I'm not going to hide anymore. You say, well, I don't like coming on your page and you talking about your business. Bye. Oh, Minnassa, that's so unkind. There are other people's, many other people who you can go to. I send you with love, but I'm going to be me. I'm going to be me. And so I'm excited, looking forward to this quarter. Looking forward to what Spirit has, and I am ready to act. I'm ready to do so from a grounded place and from a knowing, my connection with that divine mind. That's that creativity, connecting with that divine mind, getting that bigger vision, connecting with that cultural and universal consciousness versus mass consciousness, which is social media and being controlled. And you got to look like this. No, this is an invitation to step up and be the true you, the divine embodied being connected to the universal mind, drawing from the source of all that is and acting from that place. I love all of you. Thank you for taking the time to watch this. Thank you for being here. Reminder, let's see, we go back to card number 1. I'm on holiday next week. Have a beautiful day. I'm grateful that I got through the storm. Mwah. Blessings.